Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Logan coming at you from Hunting Pros, and welcome back to another video. This is one to add to the Shotgun 101 series, where I teach you a few things about shotguns and hopefully improve your shooting. This is shot size selection for shotgun shells. I hope you enjoy. And just before we get too far into this video, I would like to just mention that this video is brought to you in part by Kent Cartridge, an ammunition company. Guys, I use their shells exclusively for hunting, both upland game and waterfowl. They rock. I'm even wearing one of their sweaters right now, which I can't wait to wear in the duck blind next year. So I just wanted to mention that before we got into it. So what does shot size mean when talking about shotgun shells? Well, it's a pretty basic concept. We've already established that most shotgun shells have multiple pellets inside of them, unless you're shooting a slug. Shot size refers to the size of the pellets in the shotgun shell. So for some of you, you may already be wondering, what does pellet size really have to do with anything? Well, the easiest way I can put it to you as a hunter is, for me, pellet size has a lot to do with making the most ethical shots possible on an animal. Now, as a hunter, there's a really important way to think of shot size. You need to realize that shot size directly correlates with the type of hunting you're going to be doing and the type of animal you plan on targeting. With that being said, a good way to think about it, the larger the pellet size, the larger the game animal you're probably going to be targeting. As an experienced hunter, every time I go out, I consider shot size. For example, if I was invited to go out tomorrow morning for a goose hunt or to target large game birds somewhere, there's no way I'd be bringing a bunch of shotgun shells with me with small shot sizes. Why? I want to bring something with me every time that I go that will adequately match the type of hunting I'm going on and will humanely kill whatever I'm firing at. So why not use a larger shot size for everything? I'm sure that's something you guys are wondering at this point. If something ethically kills a Canadian goose at 30 yards, it's inevitably going to kill a squirrel, a rabbit, a ruffed grouse, or a woodcock as well, right? Absolutely it will. But let me tell you, it's probably going to destroy that animal to the point you're not going to want to eat it. On top of that, you have to think, the larger the pellet size is in a shot shell, the less pellets there are. So now let's talk about the infamous numbers and letters that we hear in relation to shotgun shells. You're going to hear people say, oh, today I'm using number 6s. Oh, I'm using number 4 birdshot. Oh, I'm using BB. Oh, I'm using number 7.5 today while I'm grouse hunting. Those are all shot sizes. Now, when you hear those numbers and letters, they actually mean something. And the easiest way I can put that to you guys, without getting into the exact sizes of the pellets, in terms of the numbers, the higher that number is, so let me say that again, the higher the number is, the smaller the pellet size will be. With that being said, number 6s are smaller than number 4s. Number 4s are smaller than number 2s, and so on. Now, when you hear letters thrown in the mix, the more letters you see in sequence means the bigger the pellet size. So double B is smaller than triple B. Triple B would be bigger. That's the easiest way to think about it. Now, there is something that I can't really get away without talking about, but I'm not going to go into grave detail because I'm trying to dumb this down as much as possible for beginners. That's the purpose of this video. But there are different pellet types out there. There's pellets that are made with different compounds, okay? We have steel, we have bismuth, we have tungsten, we have lead. Those are the main ones. Just remember, those things all weigh differently, therefore they have different velocities and they have different knockdown capabilities. So make sure to do your research. Well, all right, guys, it is the next day. I started to run out of daylight yesterday, and it also started to rain a bit, so I figured I'd call it off and resume today. So I'm going to be cutting apart a few different shotgun shells to show you the shot sizes inside of those shotgun shells. And really quick, guys, sorry for talking your ear off, but before we jump into the next part, there is something I need to make you aware of, and it's the fact that shotgun shells come in a lot of different configurations in terms of the weight of the actual shot in the shells themselves. By saying that, in the 12 gauge class, you have 1 ounce, ounce and an eighth, ounce and a quarter, ounce and 3/8. If you're looking at a shot size like number 4, for example, if you're looking at something that says ounce and an eighth compared to ounce and 3/8, inevitably ounce and 3/8 would have more pellets in it because it weighs more. It's just really important to keep that in mind. For the purpose of this little demonstration I'm doing now, all 3 shells I'm about to put in front of you are ounce and an eighth. So we have BB, we have number 2, and we have number 4 steel. And this is Kent Fasteel 2.0. So I have the 3 discussed shotgun shells cut open, and instantly you're going to notice there's quite a difference amongst the 3. We have BB on the left, number 2 in the center, and number 4 on the far right. And just keep in mind that all 3 of these have the same shot weight, that being ounce and an eighth. So starting with BB, you're going to notice almost instantly that the individual pellets are quite a bit larger than the other 2. As we move up, the pellets gradually get smaller. But something really important to keep note of is the fact that the smaller the shot size, or the higher the number, the more pellets there are in that individual shell. So after looking at that visual, it's pretty clear that there's quite a difference between shot sizes. And just remember, we didn't look at one extreme to another. We didn't look at BB in comparison to number 7.5, for example. We looked at BB, number 2, and number 4, which was a pretty gradual change. Now, Kent Cartridge did come out with something pretty unique over the past year or so, and it's called Kent Fasteel Plus. It's what I call a stack load, but it incorporates 2 different shot sizes in one shotgun shell. Let's take a look. So this is an example of one of those shotgun shells. This is their 2x4 configuration, and I'm not sure how well you can tell in the video, but there are number 2 and number 4 pellets mixed in the shotgun shell. So for those of you who are interested in using a combination of different shot sizes in one shotgun shell, Fasteel Plus definitely has you covered. Last season, I used that 2x4 combination quite a bit, and guys, it really hit the ducks hard and patterned well into my shotguns. I do plan on reviewing Fasteel Plus in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. And it does come in a few different unique combinations, so that's pretty awesome as well. Well guys, at this point, I'm going to be concluding the video. Once again, my target audience for this wasn't somebody with a bunch of hunting or shooting experience. It was intended for beginners. And I didn't go into excruciating detail on certain aspects of shot size because I didn't want to overwhelm you with information. At this point, as a beginner, I would recommend researching different shot sizes to better understand what those shot sizes that you're looking at can be used for. I'm going to overlay a chart here just so that you have a brief understanding of what different shot sizes are recommended for. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please slap that like button, also subscribe, and stay tuned for next time.